Starting off with a beer crack.
All right. Actually, I gotta get water.
So we'll wait.
Too late. We're live.
We're live. It's okay. We got
Hello.
0 viewers, so it's perfect.
We got 0 viewers.
So far.
Excellent.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 214 of Slamfire Radio for July 13th, 2007. This is the charity shoot recap live from Alberta and
Ontario.
As well
Did I
for the year
did I not say 2017?
2007.
Did I say 2007?
It was a good year.
Yeah,
2007, 2017, whatever. It's all good.
Same thing.
Oh, that's 10 years between podcasts.
Hey, what is that? That's what we should do our
That's
shows every 10 years.
10 years between podcasts is a Quebec podcast. So jazz. There's
That's on you, Jazz. All right. Well,
Hey, we have 5 viewers, and I'm gonna turn down the volume on here because I got feedback.
Matthew, just click her square again, because right now it won't switch there.
Ah,
Now
there you
it'll
go.
switch when we actually talk.
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Right.
And see.
Great.
This is when you introduce this.
Is
Yes.
this when we do the thing?
Mhm.
Hello. All right. Well, I'm one of your hosts, Matthew.
I'm another one, Trevor.
Oh yeah, I'm Adriel.
Yeah, we still got to do, even though they can see our faces, we still got to do that
And
thing.
I'm Kelly, and I'm in Ontario. I'm
Yeah,
sad
she's not even here. It's terrible. Why
Hi,
aren't you
Ontario,
here?
Kelly.
because I didn't get invited to the Ferlacci. Just kidding.
Yeah, I was almost
I
coming
had
to
to
this.
Yeah, there was a hole in the back.
Had to work.
I'll give you an invite.
Yeah, I know. I'm sad. I
Next-
just saw you guys 3 days ago.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
It was,
We should get into that.
Yeah.
and we should probably talk about it.
Cool. Well, let's do what we did in guns, which is brought to you this week by the Calgary Shooting Center, which is Canada's premier firearms retailer. So
We'll be there Monday.
we will be there Monday, as non-communist as possible.
We're going to go in and pose for photos with everybody but the owners, because that seems like a Slamfire thing to do.
Yeah.
Do you know who we are? Never heard of you. You want a picture?
We got a bunch of shirts.
We're sponsored by this place.
You should put my photo on a popsicle stick, and
We'll get
I'll be there.
We'll badly Photoshop something in.
That's not a bad idea.
like Flat Stanley. It'll be Flat Kelly. We'll take you with us everywhere we go.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid, but
You should be, because one of the first places we're going is the restroom. I need an adult.
so are there any clowns in that restroom?
Oh, you want to tell that story?
All right, let's tell that story.
All right. I mean, might as well. Let's
Yeah,
get her done.
So it skips ahead a little bit into where we were and what we were doing. But anyway, Kelly found this amazing barbecue pit on the internet. I don't know what the
You gotta
background story was, but what's that, Kelly?
It was on the show. You got to eat here.
Right, it was on the show. You got to eat here. So we went to. Well, you know,
we did.
We
went-
do what we're
yeah,
told.
We
Yeah.
do what we're
Yeah.
told. Yeah.
So I was whining the whole time because I was hungry, and it was like a 35-minute drive out there.
Oh,
But when
yeah.
I got there, I was like, oh my god.
So it was worth it.
It was definitely worth
Yeah.
it. So I go to the restroom, and it's a small, like the whole place is small. It's just a little hole in the wall place with seating for like 12, and we had 18 or something. Anyway, you go in the washroom, and it's just a single, one toilet, one sink, one mirror, and above the toilet was a picture of a clown. So if you've been following me on Facebook and friends with Tim Crosno, you'll know how much, and Jason Philp, and well, pretty much everybody on my Facebook wall torments me with clowns. So I couldn't go until I removed the painting from the wall and stuffed it under the sink.
And took
So,
pictures.
Yeah, I took pictures of the clown on the wall, and then I turned around and took a picture of the vanity below, or the sink,
vanity, yeah,
below the mirror, and opened the doors, stuffed the clown in, closed one door, took a picture, closed the other door, took a picture. Probably.
Kelly, did you take us there just because you knew there was a clown in the restroom?
No, that was the bonus.
Oh
Ah.
yeah,
Just a happy coincidence.
yeah.
It was a happy coincidence. There's pigs everywhere, but the clown was the
Pigs everywhere, but Jewel brought her own pig.
yeah.
Yep. Pig made the trip.
Yeah, and we got there and the guy says, no, we can't accommodate you. Did you have reservations? And we said, no. And he says, like Trevor said, we had 12 or 14 people and it fit 12 people. And he said, no, we can't accommodate you. And then I looked and I said, oh my God, I'm going to have to tell Trevor that we can't eat here.
This is the first time I heard this. Let me talk to the guy.
Yeah. Anyways, and he says, no, let me see what I can do. Because there was a family that got up and left at that point. And he said, yeah, we can make it happen. I said, oh, thank you. I don't have to. Trevor's whining. So we don't
That was. But another cool thing happened. We're standing. So you take the menu, you go up to the counter, you order your food, we pay for it, and you go back and they ask you for your name. And you bring the food back. They bring the food over to your table. So when I'm ordering my drink, I looked in the freezer and the cooler, and I saw Dr. Pepper. And I actually talked them into going downstairs to get Matthew a warm Dr. Pepper.
And they did it.
They did it. It was great.
Yeah.
And what was on the can?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It was like it was planned.
It
So
was.
this wasn't where you gave up the name Bueller, was it? That was
Yeah.
That's how that started. So Adriel's in line in front of me, and they said, "What's your name?" And he immediately, without missing a beat, like it was written on his birth certificate, said Bueller.
It's because they mispronounce Adriel like every time. So I just say Bueller. No one can mess that up.
Adriel.
Very easy.
I got
That's
a
kinda funny,
smoke.
too.
I got a smoked meat sandwich for Adriel, or Ariel, or Frosty.
Adrian.
Yeah.
Adrian. Yeah.
So Matthew.
Yeah.
What was your name?
We'll get to that later, I guess.
Yeah.
I said Ultimate Champion of the Day. And she read it out when she came out. I've got food for Ultimate Champion of the Day. I'm like, right here.
I was Trevor the
It
Gray.
was awesome.
I'm not sure why I went with
I
Trevor
don't know why.
the Gray, but yeah. Mm.
It was fitting. And did you put down a funny name, Kelly, or were you just Kelly?
No, Kevin and I were together. So Kevin left his name, which was Star-Lord, and I'm his +1, I guess.
Right.
Star-Lord.
Yes, Star-Lord. And Rocket was
I
there
was.
too.
Right. Rocket was there, but I was also going to use Diana Prince if they asked me for mine,
Perfect.
but they didn't. Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
get that one.
Wonder Woman's real name.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. And
So I guess
how
what
is
we
this
did in
what
Guns?
we did in Guns? Stacy wants to
Continue
know.
on with what we did in Guns, I guess.
We ate some smoked meat.
Yep.
It was awesome.
It was Guns.
It was great,
Just
Guns. We meet. Goodbye. Thank you for listening.
Meat and clowns.
Clown meat.
Clown meat.
No.
Mm.
Trevor can get
Rainbow.
after that.
Rainbow meat.
John Wayne Gacy sandwich.
Oh,
All right, what we do?
I went to the charity shoot.
yes.
Yep. So we went to the
What
charity
was
shoot.
the charity shoot?
So the charity shoot this year was held in Guelph, and it was for the Many to One Foundation. Many to One. What is it? Is it a foundation?
Yep, foundation.
Sure.
Yeah.
All in a
Yes.
foundation.
My
Yeah.
T-shirt says foundation, so
Yep.
yeah.
Perfect. That's why you wore the shirt, right?
You can find them on many21.org.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, it was great having them there. But the charity shoot itself was a lot of fun. Do you want to just start at the beginning and work our way through it?
sure.
Well, that's okay. Well,
Give her.
you and I and Jewel traveled from your place in my truck, and we arrived Thursday night at the Days Inn in Guelph. And the next day, you and I and some other listeners of both this show and Canadian Patriot Podcast and International Celebrity or Death Podcast. I guess that's not both, 3 shows.
They're both. All both of them.
All three of both of them.
All three, both of them.
So we signed up for Andrew's course with Ragnarok Tactical for a day 1 carbine operators course. So now we're certified operators.
So operating, yes.
Operating
When you need the
operationally.
yeah, when you need the surgery, I will operate on you.
And that's not the operation we're talking about.
You sure?
I'm very sure.
Wow. My bad.
Yeah, you're going to operate on me with a carbine.
Fine.
As long as you put the bayonet on the end, you're good to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surgically sharp.
Yeah.
Or if it's an SKS, you can cut a man in half.
Basically.
go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That crucible
So,
in there. How's the course?
course is good.
Yeah.
Course is good. Picked up a few things.
There were some things we picked up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice.
Yeah.
It was a fundamentals course, wasn't it?
It
Yep.
was. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I don't know if we want to elaborate on what we learned just because it might be proprietary. Don't want to
Did you learn to
spill
shoot
the
an AR?
beans.
But it might give some
Accurately?
content to the show.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well, I picked up a couple of neat acronyms that were tied into fundamentals that were things that I hadn't been focusing on in the past. So, sights, settle, squeeze was one of his terms.
Settle was the one you needed the most, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Settle.
Yeah, I get my sight picture, and not settle, just squeeze and sometimes a little bit too flashy. So with the right breathing, you could settle quickly and get a better sight picture than you were getting before. So then we did a lot about breathing and respiratory pause.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was good.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. And then there was pub night.
Then there was pub night.
Yeah, then there was pub night. So
pub night Friday night was pretty quiet.
It was, well, it wasn't, I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Adriel.
Like Jack Wings? Or
Buffalo
Wild Wings or something?
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings. And Adriel.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about the Wings of Death?
Well, how do you guys want to go about this? You want to do a like chronological one?
Like, it doesn't matter.
Or
Tyler ate 2 pounds.
Tyler ate 2 pounds of the hottest
Wing on the menu.
wings that you can get.
I ate
what do they call it? Desert heat?
Ghost peppers.
The wild wings, the blazing wings or something like that. So
They were
like, these are the house wings. How bad? They're a little bit spicy. They're the house wings. How spicy could they be?
Ghost pepper spicy. Yeah.
Right.
I had 3. He had 4.
Jewel had 1.
Jazz had 1 or 2. So we're like, oh, I made it to 3. Oh, he made it to 4. Yeah, I hope you're talking about pounds because I ate 2 pounds. So the winging contest was not a contest that we won.
Well, to be fair, while he was eating it, like he was crying the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
His lips were swollen and his face was red, but he was just slowly
methodically making it. Yeah, well, and the next day, you know, I thought I suffered a little bit, but he exercised the demons the next day. And it was like trying to pass hate from your body.
So how was that, Trevor? Because you ate 3 of them. You were crying too.
I was crying, and snot and tears and pain and suffering. It was wonderful. Yeah,
excellent.
They actually went from hot to hurt.
Yeah.
The last time I had something this hot was when we did that ridiculous 1-chip challenge with the Carolina Reaper chips. So, but whatever. I mean, 5 minutes later, you're fine. And the next morning, you're reminded, right?
Payback.
Yep.
Yeah.
So pub night was a resounding success.
Yes, we met a lot of people.
We did,
right?
yeah.
So who all was at pub night?
Oh, geez. All the crews from, like, all of us. So this is the first time all 4 hosts of Slamfire Radio have been in the same town at the same time. That was awesome. So we were all there. Jewel was there. Jazz from Caleb Quebec Radio was there. All the guys from Canadian Patriot Podcast. The 2 guys from International Liberty or Death. A whole pile of spouses and children and some listeners.
There were some young children there.
Yeah. It was a really cool family weekend. Yeah. Like Tyler's baby was there. Mike Hisson's baby was there.
Benny's kid was there for a while.
Oh, yeah. Benny was kicking around. That's right. Yeah.
So, and we had some CCFR people there. Jeff Ford.
Yeah, and Tracy made the trip.
Yeah.
Yep,
Tracy arrived at pub night like 10 p.m. or something when she rolled into town.
Speaking about rolling into town, so I met up with Rick and Kevin, who I've never met before, and we met up at the airport. I was actually telling my wife, I'm gonna go to the airport. She's like, why are you going so early? Oh, I'm gonna meet up with these 2 guys. Have you met them before? Well, no.
And that was here in Edmonton.
Yeah, that was here in Edmonton.
Yeah.
That was
so you flew out to Guelph and they ended up on the same flight as you, and that was not planned.
No, but they found out a couple of days ahead of time it was just going to work out that way.
Yeah,
which is good because you didn't know how he was getting to the hotel from the airport.
Neither did they.
Oh,
so no one had anything planned.
Oh, wow.
Kevin didn't know like what hotel he was going to be in. He was like, I think I've got a hotel. We should probably rent a car, right? Yeah, let's rent a car when we get there. I've got this bonus points. I can use this president's class with this rent a car place. So it was like I fit right in with the haphazard planning.
And that's not something Kevin does well. So you guys got a Durango and it fit everybody. That was great. I arranged for the hotel room, so that was great. And then we came and met you guys at the carbine course.
Of course, yeah, the carbine course.
We kidnapped Adriel. It's the first time I ever met him, so it was really exciting. It was I was starstruck.
I do a podcast with him.
I know him.
It was awesome. So we kidnapped both Rick and Adriel and Kevin, and then we went for lunch. This is all about food. What the heck is that about?
Yeah, we should. Well, guns and food go together, I guess.
Guns and stuff like that.
Well, let's move into the podcast or the shoot and talk about how.
The night before the shoot, we got a really quick remedial lesson from.
Oh yeah.
Mick on the maple seed, which
And
was
it helped.
excellent.
It helped a lot.
So much.
It really helped me a lot.
I liked it.
Oh, it helped
Okay.
me tremendously.
No, it didn't.
So,
No.
No, we'll get to that.
Trevor, how much did
Yes.
you have to drink the night before?
Oh, I don't know.
What
What
are fairly responsible.
is everything in contest? All of a sudden, we're keeping track of my alcohol consumption. You're not my mother.
Because, hey,
Yes. Did I get so drunk that I forgot what you taught me? Absolutely. That happened. That was a thing.
yeah, you got in positions that you've never gotten in before and you were comfortable, and then the next day it's just like, right?
How do I do this?
I went from, it's like a car accident. If you're the one drinking and driving, you tend to survive because you're relaxed.
Right.
The next day, I was dehydrated and stiff.
And Adriel, you got into the different positions too, and you were comfortable with it. And Matthew, he was totally sober, so he remembered everything.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if everything's the right word, but I remembered enough to
Not
help.
rage quit.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, the night before, the little prompting with the maple seed stuff was good. I enjoyed that. And then let's move into the morning of the charity shoot.
So the event itself was comprised of 5 stages, scoring pretty much based on like a service conditions type. You have 5 rounds and 5 targets and a time kind of thing. The range itself, amazing.
Yep.
Very nice facility.
Yeah. The organization was good. They had lots of bodies on the ground to help them with the registration, the selling of the tickets. They had a smoking prize table. They had so many prizes that after they drew the tickets, there were still prizes that they were just throwing at people. They did a fantastic job leading up to the event, accumulating all of that stuff. Excuse me, and getting a sponsorship. You signed in, paid your $40. You got a T-shirt, and then you could buy tickets for the prize table. The other bonus they had to raise extra money was on the the plate rack stage.
And that was stage 1.
That was stage 1, and
Stage 5.
stage 5.
That was stage 5? Oh,
It was our first stage.
that's right. It
Right.
was stage 1 for us. But
Stage
yeah,
1
all right.
was Maple Seed. Yeah,
Maple
so we were squad 5, and we started on stage 5.
So do you want to start with stage 5 then? Kind of go through the day the way we did
Sure.
it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we started off on the plate rack then, and it's 5 shots, so 5 rounds in your gun.
5 plates.
at
15.
15 yards.
Yeah.
15 yards, and they were 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch.
I think Marty said there were 6. I don't think there were
They
6
didn't look
myself.
they didn't look 6 to me.
But because the standard plate rack's usually a 4-inch plate, but
And then a timer, and then they go beep, and the gun's just on the table, unloaded. You pick up the gun, load it, rack the slide, or if the slide's already racked, you close the slide, and then boom, take down your plates. Now the thing was, you had to hit all 5 to really get a time because
to be in the contention, yeah.
because if you missed even one, you got the par time, which was 180 seconds. And start again.
Now, we did that eventually. We were still trying to get our rhythm and get warmed up.
Yeah.
So if we had a miss, we'd still, okay, where do I hold on these plates? But
See,
after a while,
Everybody got to try it once for free.
right.
After that, you paid for a reshoot. And so you put down, it was $5
for free
reshoots.
I immediately went to the line with $20 in my
Yeah, it
hand
just went boom.
because I knew I was going to stay, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and he stayed for quite a while. And eventually, you got a really good run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
416?
I-
No, 460.
460. I felt like I could have beat it, but I was trying too hard after that to
You won
really.
it. Yeah, that's all right, though.
So, but I mean, I got the time that won.
You got the time that won, yeah.
Yeah.
460 is very impressive.
Yeah. So in our squad, on that stage, I was first. Matthew was second. Adriel, did you ever get a clean run?
Nope.
No?
Didn't
Nope,
go
I had some jams on my first couple runs.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that.
Oh, yeah. No.
No.
No, you didn't want to?
Adriel switched guns.
I had to switch guns. My gun was jamming on me. And,
The thing was, it was working great previously, and then as soon as we stepped up to competition, it started to not work great. So
that's kind of what happens at competitions, though. You take guns that have been working really great, take them to a competition, and all of a sudden that's like where the pressure's on and things start failing.
It's not that. I think I started to, the gun started to malfunction the day after the Ronnie DeGroot Steel Challenge when we went back to the range with Filthy and some of the other people. And I attributed it to the gun just having not been cleaned yet.
Mhm.
So I thought it was dirty. So I cleaned it for you before I left.
And then didn't check it again. and
didn't have a chance to shoot it. So
it's fine. They'll go to
the rounds didn't want to chamber.
Maybe you did that on purpose.
Well, certainly help me back.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he gave me the gun that worked. And he brought his Glock for me, and it worked just fine.
yeah,
As-
there you
as
go.
Blocks do.
Yeah,
As
as
blocks
blocks do. Yeah. So Jeff and Marty were running that stage. They did a fantastic job.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, I mean, I shot a girl's caliber, so I was able to rock out a fast
Hey.
time. I'm just, it's what the internet says.
The internet says 9
Yeah.
mils, it goes
Their
caliber.
internet says I was shooting a girl's caliber, so
Mm.
yeah.
I don't
But
believe it.
we all shoot the girls.
I don't believe it
Exactly.
myself.
We all
Yeah.
shoot 9
I
mil.
think it's just fine.
And Jeff, one of the arrows had the same gun as mine, but in 45. I tried it; it was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't know what Marty was shooting. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah. So on to the next stage.
Which was Maple Seed.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did the whole.
Yeah, we
Back
jumped.
over.
Yeah, so we started on
Oh, we're
fire.
on Maple Seed already.
We're on to Maple Seed already. Isn't
So-
it great?
Maple Seed was one of the best run stages because the other ROs were thrown into these scenarios that Andrew designed, and we were given some instructions, said go ahead and run it. So most of the time, everything went well. There was some confusion on the L-Pres. You were supposed to only have 6 rounds in the gun. So if you had misses, there was no way of making them up. So you would get penalized for your misses because there were no bullets to make them up. Well, they mistakenly started off by allowing everybody 10 rounds in the gun. So I had some misses, and I went back and I made them up.
But then still got scored.
But
your
still
misses.
got scored my misses. But how are they misses if I made them up? You can't have it both ways.
Right.
But that's how.
It had to be consistent for
yeah,
everyone, and
so
that's
that's
the
how
way
it
it
was.
ended up being. So whatever. It was a fun shoot.
Yeah.
So it was all right.
If I only had 6 bullets in the gun, I would have been a heck of a lot more careful.
Yes.
I
same.
also wouldn't have wasted time going back for them. But
Correct. Well, you couldn't. at
no,
that point.
exactly. Well, yeah.
I wouldn't have wasted time.
That was my point. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So, but that was a fun stage because it was.
But we're not there yet. So let's
Right,
go back
yeah.
to Maple.
So anyway, Maple Seed. Yeah, well, you guys were, Maple Seed instructors. Did it take a little longer in some of the other stages? Yeah. But it was more.
It was more intense, really. I mean, and in depth. It was. It wasn't just okay. Come up here, bang, bang, bang. Okay, that's your stage. You're done.
Yeah, there was
yours. You had leveled. You had 4 different.
We had 4
courses
stages.
of fire.
4 stages in that
Yeah.
one stage. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna shoot stage 1 this way. We got to
Yep.
explain it to you. Stage 2 this way. Stage 3, stage 4. So yeah.
All right.
So you started it. Well, why don't you explain what were the
Yeah.
4 stages there, Kelly?
So the 4 stages were, stage 1 was standing. Stage 2, I got feedback, by the way.
You got feedback?
Yeah, I'm hearing myself.
You're hearing yourself? Okay.
So second stage was transitioning from standing to either seated or kneeling. Third stage was transitioning from standing to prone, and the 4th stage was prone. And we also had times. Now we did make a few changes because normally you'd you'd do a meg change after 2 rounds. But Trevor brought up a valid point. He said, well, because people have center fire and magazine capacity of 5, so we just did 5 and 5 across the board. So and then also the time for the first stage and the the 4th stage allowed people to reload if they needed to as well. So that was that.
Yeah, and it worked well.
Yeah,
It was great.
I
Next.
enjoyed it. We're not done yet. So we started out standing is where we started out.
Yes.
You did really well standing.
Oh, let me just say that Stacy and I ran Maple Seed the whole entire day. So just wanted to give a shout out to Stacy right now because
And I'm sure she'd want to give you a shout out too.
yeah, she's amazing.
Shout out Stacy.
Yeah.
Yay.
So we started out standing. That was the first stage, like you mentioned, and then the second one was you get into position, you get all ready, and it's seated or kneeling, and so you get into your position, but then you guys say stand up. Like whatever. You make us stand up after we get all comfortable. So we stand up, and then you say go, and then you sit back down,
Well,
load your gun, and then shoot.
yes.
I wanted to use it. I'm not bragging, Trevor. I was just going to use it.
I would be
Just as
bragging.
an
brag a
example
little
of what the. So
Adriel
there we go.
shot an amazing. For somebody who has never had any training, there was only one other person that shot a rifleman's score with no training. That was Lucas and Adriel. So everybody else has at
Oh,
least.
I shot a rifleman with no training.
Yeah. Well, hey, New Brunswick. Remember we?
Oh, you're
You've
counting
had-
that as
yeah.
training, even though it wasn't. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And on that day, I got it. You didn't.
Look at that. That is amazing. He got full.
Adriel did some good shooting.
He
Well,
did.
I wanted to bring it up so that we had like a visual while Kelly was going
What
by.
it looks like.
This guy was standing. These two guys down here were sitting. These three down here were prone, but still shooting pretty
timed prone, and then
Right.
These
basically
you had time to
you had
shoot.
5 minutes to shoot those.
Right. The bottom stage is 5 minutes. Top stage is 2. The 2 stages with the transitions, those are the ones that are trying
55 seconds.
55 seconds to do make change
That's
and
brutal.
shift targets and to get from standing to your seated or kneeling, and then
That's what adds the stress.
it does, and that's
Yeah.
where we
Yeah,
see
that's
people,
what that's stress.
that's where people see people rage quit.
Yeah, somebody rage quit. Just the one guy though.
Yeah.
No, wait. Maybe there was more. Kelly, were there more that raged?
No, there was
No,
only one.
there weren't. So it's clear now there was just one person that rage quit.
So out of like 70 people, I'm the only one that rage quit.
Yeah.
Well, nobody hates maple seed like I hate maple seed.
Because we force you to get into things that you're uncomfortable with, right? And then we throw a whole bunch of different things at you and just
No, so the night before we tried getting me in the seated position, and I wasn't having it, and we got me in the kneeling position, and it was a lot better.
Yep.
And when I got to the range, when I got to the maple seed stage, I forgot that I was supposed to go kneeling, and I tried to go seated, and absolutely canted, and I couldn't get it straight. 55 seconds went by, and I hadn't fired a single round. Yes, then I fired the rifle into the case and stomped off like a man-child.
Good times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you score yoga?
Are you having fun? Nope, I'm leaving.
God.
No, what are you doing? Leaving? Why? Because this sucks.
yeah. So what had happened?
Hey, no.
What had happened was everybody who shot their first MQT, that was what was used to score, overall.
Yeah, because Adriel and I each shot it twice.
Right.
And our first attempt was what was scored. And our second attempt at the end of the day was just sort of like a freebie. Let's just try this again for fun.
And it was.
That didn't get counted in our overall scores the second time around.
No.
So just wanted to be clear that nobody, no cheating. We were doing it for fun.
Yeah, I had no maple seed score because my first time was a rage quit time.
Right. So that would have been full count.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got a
hey.
couple points on there.
You had a couple.
No,
you had
I
a
threw the
standing.
target away.
Oh, you threw the target.
To be honest, Trevor, it is stressful. You want to do well, and so people do get upset about it, and they get upset because of the fact that as I said, we're forcing you into uncomfortable positions and things that we're adding things. Like I think we have an email that people are asking, well, why do you use only 2? And then do a meg change. We're asking you to transition. We're giving you a time limit of 55 seconds, and you have to do a meg change, and yeah. So everything is.
Well, it's its own animal.
It's not easy.
No, and it's its own animal. And people are taking their prior experience from other shooting sports
Yep.
to the line and go, well, why aren't you doing it this way? Well, because it's not your game. It's a different game.
Yep. And people who are used to bench shooting, or people who are used to, who are accurate when they see, either hunting or bench shooting, they're finding it really challenging.
Yep.
And we saw that in the scores too, right? Or at least I did.
I liked it.
I thought it was fun. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to doing an actual full maple seed and getting the full training, because
Yeah.
I just had snippets here and there. And just the little snippets that you've given me has improved my shooting. And I want to see what the full course is going to do to
Yeah.
how much better I can shoot. So
I did want to actually mention the second shoot that everybody did. It was amazing because of the fact that there were so many people on the line, and it was relaxing from the point of view. It was just for fun. And everything's a competition. I know that. And we wanted to see, but we had people who are rifleman maple seed instructors. And we had people who, hadn't shot the full thing, and everybody did it, and everybody had fun. And And Trevor shot. Actually, he almost scored a rifleman on the second shoot. So,
Which bugs me because the first time I did this in Restigouche, I did get it
well, you got 30 called.
on one.
Well,
Right.
So I did.
and that's the one
But-
that counted.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't want to burst any bubbles here. But
Hey,
I'm gonna burst your bubble.
I'm not. Look,
It was a new rifle for
No,
you.
they called it.
And
that, Kelly?
it was a new rifle for you, right? Brand new.
Yeah.
And the other thing about it is I shot your rifle too. And when I was shooting your rifle, the eye relief was not correct. And yeah, and if it was correct, I think for you too. I think for you, you would have shot better if you had correct eye relief, because that was part of the frustration.
Is that something you teach during the actual course, is getting yourself set up to your own rifle? Or do you expect people to show up with rifles that are already set up and fit them properly?
We expect them to fit them properly. Like, we can actually adjust things like cheek welds and that. But if you have a scope that is not correct eye relief, we'll try and make adjustments. Like, we'll have tools and try and help you with that. But if you run out of rail, you're kind of stuck with that.
Right.
So.
Cool. How was running that stage for the rest of the match?
It was good. It was awesome. We got to meet some really great people, and people were excited about it. But yeah, we didn't give any instruction. We just said, here's what the string of fire is for this stage. Here's what you need to do, and go and shoot it. So if we had given them instruction, I'm sure that there would have been
taken way longer. Yeah. You didn't
yeah.
No, just the fact that you had to explain the courses of fire.
That took long enough.
That was what was taking long. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of people that were going, this is the stage that I wanted to shoot. This is what I'm looking forward to, right? And they wanted to see, and then.
That's good. Well, hopefully it fires up a bunch of people and they get signed up for maple seeds in the area.
Yeah, we were looking at expanding to southwestern Ontario. So I gave it some pamphlets and I gave it some cards and that, and people are going to contact us.
Sweet.
So.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right. What was the next stage?
Stage 2 would have been the El Pres stage.
El Pres. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a little bit of a mess up with the scoring, but the event itself was a lot of fun. It was
quick.
It was very quick.
Yeah.
It's 6 steel targets at 7 or 10 meters or something. Like, it was. They weren't super far out, but they were close.
Yep. Barrel start again.
Barrel start, yeah, because not everybody has a holster.
No, and that's totally appropriate.
Absolutely. So the gun was it loaded?
I don't remember if it was loaded or not. No, didn't you drop a mag once?
No.
Oh, that was just in your mag change. It was unloaded.
No, it was
both
unloaded.
mags were there.
Both
another unloaded start.
Yeah. So you start, you pick up your gun and your mag.
Didn't you start in the surrender?
Yes, you started hands over your head.
Facing up range.
Yeah. No, we didn't. We started down range. Oh no, we did switch.
Spun.
Yeah, we spun. Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else. We did it.
Spun. Yeah, we spun. So you stand facing up range, and then beep. You spin around, grab your gun, throw your mag on the ground, as I did. Then pick up another mag and put it in. Rack to slide. Ping, 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 ping. It's 6 shots, 2 shots on each steel. Mandatory mag change, and then 2 more shots per steel. And yeah, it was it was quick
and dirty and fun.
Quick, dirty, and fun. So yeah, that was that. I mean, there's not really much more to explain about that except that it was an El Pres.
Yeah.
And then it was the helicopter ride.
Yeah. So Tyler, master craftsman, built a platform. So you had 4 pillars and a platform in the middle on chains and a step on either side. And you started with a unloaded rifle with a magazine inserted, nothing in the chamber. On the signal, you ran, got into the prone position on the platform, chambered around, and then shot 14 rounds at 7 targets. And you always had to shuffle. If done correctly, you could start on the left of the platform, shuffle to the right, and engage as you went. And somewhere along the way, you were doing a mag change or multiple mag changes, depending on your magazine capacity. I skipped 1 target altogether. It's too bad. I had awesome time and awesome hits. I think I only dropped 2 out of the whole thing.
I dropped 2, but I hit them all.
But you hit them all,
I did hit them all,
So I had a time of like 30-some seconds, but it doesn't count. It's not worth anything if you miss a guy altogether. Adriel won that stage.
Adriel kicked butt. I had a double feed. My time was 60 seconds because I got a double feed, and that's the first time that rifle's ever double fed on me.
That's a hard to clear.
Oh, it was hard to. And then Tyler's right there. He goes, "We taught you how to take care of this yesterday." That's all he said. That's all he said to me. I'm like, "Well, yes, you did." I'm like ripping the mag.
Fall back to your training.
Doing this and getting it cleared and got back down. And I got some good hits, but because of that, I messed up my time. But whatever. Adriel kicked butt on that. He got first place, right?
Yep, he won that one.
Yeah, it was a wobbly platform, so it moves around as you're shooting and moving and whatnot. And had some really well strategically placed barrels where it wasn't where you could just go left to right and move left to right on the platform. You would move to the right, and there would be a target on the right and a target on the left that you could see. So,
and you had to remember, did I get that one?
Yeah.
And you can't see your holes. Not like in IPSC. Sometimes you can see your holes if you shoot a manly enough caliber.
And that was the thing. Like the boys were saying over on Patriot Podcast that maybe the distance was a little ambitious for some of the skill sets.
No,
I don't think so.
We were prone with a red dot on an AR-15.
We weren't there all day running it. They were scoring it. That's
Right.
what they're basing their comment on. So,
well, I saw some people hitting the par time of how much was it? 200 seconds.
200 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, some people like maxed out on the time. So
Well, there's a lot of new shooters too.
For three,
it's running the gun.
for
It's
three
not
gun
necessarily
for
the
three
shooting.
gun shooters. Heck no, 3-gun shooters. We would have put some of those targets out to 70 or whatever. But for people that have never shot an AR prone at targets like that, and no, I mean,
No, you should be able to do those targets at like 200, even off that Huawei platform.
It was an ambitious
And
stage,
that's
but
why
it was fun.
Adriel won.
Yeah.
exactly.
It was nice though because it's sort of, even though you were a new shooter and maybe you didn't do too well on it, you sort of gain an appreciation for what sort of stages you can expect if you get into this. You can go, either it's going to go, oh crap, I can't do this, I'm out. But
Or
I
I can't wait to try again.
I think for a lot of people, it's, man, that was fun. I'm sure I can do better.
Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. And then
the last
shotgun.
stage, yeah, shotgun.
Yeah.
Well, we had lunch at that point.
Oh yes, we
we
had
did have lunch first.
Depending on who was on the grill, your burger was good or it was charcoal.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah,
ours
well,
were delicious.
Yeah, and actually, it's
man.
funny because people were teasing Andrew, saying that he was burning the burgers or whatever, and Mike from Texas was the grill master. But I made a point of telling Andrew how good my burger was.
Mine was delicious. I loved it.
Yeah,
Mine was
whatever
good.
brand they were
They were
fantastic.
thick and juicy and. Well, did I say delicious?
I think so.
I think so. I think they were delicious.
Were they as good as the burgers that night?
Are you drunk or having a
As
stroke?
good as the burgers of that night. Were they as good
They
as
were
the
burgers.
that
We
night?
had
Of course not.
brisket.
Well, no, but like,
Oh
they were,
well, that
they were-
was yeah. One's
It was
brisket.
range food,
Yeah, for range food, it was the best range food I've probably ever had.
except for smoke on the water, which isn't typical range food.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
they were
for
good
range
burgers.
burgers,
For range, those
They
were the
were
best
awesome,
range
yeah.
burgers I've ever had. All
Yeah.
right. Can I finally have that one?
you can have that
All
one.
right.
Yeah,
Best,
best
range,
range
burgers I've
burgers.
ever had.
Best range burgers from a box.
Oh my!
He's gonna cut me.
There's going to be
It was a
kind of
food show too.
Stabbery. Yeah, and then we went over to the shotgun stage,
yes,
which was my favorite stage. I know I won the plate rack stage,
yes.
but the shotgun stage was my favorite stage. It was well designed. It was well run.
Yep.
We were all experienced. So when Gavin was going down with the shooter, we were resetting behind him because
And
we're
we
used
did
to
it
resetting
quick.
stages in
Yeah.
3-gun matches.
Yeah.
So he'd turn around and the next shooter's standing there at the line
Waiting.
and everything is scored except for the last array. So it was 3 pigeons in a plate.
Clay
four
pigeons. Clay pigeons.
Not real pigeons.
Not the real pigeons.
Sadly.
Yeah, we ran out of real pigeons in the morning. We had to
Very
use the
quickly.
clays.
Yeah, when we got there was clay.
Yeah, it was just clays left.
Yeah, so you started at the low ready with your shotgun loaded to bear, and you engaged a set of 4, and a set of 6.
Yeah, well, there was 3 pigeons in a plate. you
Steel,
said,
yeah.
And you should have seen the plates go flying.
Yeah.
Oh
we
man,
were close in some.
Yeah,
we
the
guys were
distance-
running like modified,
Oh,
improved modified.
and
They're
they're-
hammering those plates.
Yeah.
There they go.
So Adriel got shafted again. I gave him my shotgun, which ran perfectly for me.
Yep.
And he had a failure to eject.
Yeah, that cost me some time. I messed up one of my reloads too.
I messed
And
up one of mine too, and another one, and all of them.
So I finished 3rd on that one. You guys?
I don't think I placed.
No? Okay.
No, I was way down the list on that. I'm sure.
Adriel, you're still like top 10 on that one.
Oh
weren't
yeah,
you?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
it
So,
was fun though.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
I would have did it a little faster, but like the winning run was really fast,
Like ridiculously fast.
like 3 or 4 seconds faster than me. It was really there was a chunk of change there. So, and is that the last one?
That was,
and
and
the
then
awards came out.
the awards.
Yeah, so they did pretty much the same awards that Christopher Anderson. Thank you very much, Chris. Chris has been sponsoring the awards since year 2, I
Yes,
believe.
I
Yep.
think something like
Yeah.
that.
And when we're changing the name on them to reflect the show that's hosting them. So there was there was a lot of awards this year because you had the 2 shows.
There were 6.
Yeah, 6 podcaster choice awards. So the Tyler Award, the Andrew Award, etc. Then there was top American podcaster, top Canadian podcaster, traditionally voted on by the listeners. They just decided to give them out with a cute story, which is cool. I appreciated what Tyler said about why I was getting mine. And
Why did you get yours?
because I called the range last year. He had never met me before and really didn't know me. And I called when I got to the range, I was told I wasn't allowed to holster my pistol. So I said, well, ain't this a cuck range? And he thought that was
And that
humorous.
was enough for him.
That was enough to give me an award.
That's hilarious. You win a trophy, sir.
So,
yep.
And so after the awards were given out, and then we did the
draws and
the draws. Yeah.
Well, the McClatchy Award that got handed out after the draws, actually.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because they had to tabulate. They were trying to figure out because they did. Well, they did.
Well,
they
two
did
different
those typical
types of scoring.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, 2 different types of scoring. So they had to tabulate that, but they did top shooter in each event.
Yeah.
And then top shooter overall, and then lowest shooter overall.
Yeah.
Which
then overall, he did a grand aggregate. Aggregate.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Aggregate.
Top shooter overall.
Yeah, you just use simple language.
Yeah.
Not fancy words.
Yeah, I don't know what aggregate means.
That's a term from service conditions.
Oh.
And if you want to be the grand aggregate, you have to be a part of the KKK and have a hat on. And
Oh, the big cone.
Yeah.
hat.
Ooh, service condition shooters aren't going to like that.
We're kidding, by the way.
Yeah, so you were the grand wizard.
grand poobah.
No.
No. So, and the 50-50 on the plate rack, we raised an additional $300 on the plate rack. So
And
that was a good idea.
He
you
won.
won, and you did something that is very classy.
Yeah,
Unheard of. I did something unheard of.
He gave the money that he won to the charity.
Now, look, I'm not saying I believe in karma or witchcraft or anything, but it seemed like the right thing to do. Obviously, we were there for charity. I didn't need the money. I could have spent it on beer for everybody. That's true. I wrestled with that. Do I spend this on beer or do I give it back to charity? It wasn't much of a wrestling match. Anyway, they gave me the money and I immediately turned and walked over to many to one and handed it to them. And then within seconds later, I won a shotgun.
Yeah, you did.
So you want to call that karma? Fine. I call it amazing.
A happy coincidence.
A happy coincidence.
Yeah.
They had 2 shotguns that were 870 clones, totally decked out by S&J and Canadian Gun Works. And mine's a Cincinnati. I didn't know it wasn't an 870 until I got back to New Brunswick and looked at it more closely. It's a really nice gun.
It is.
Good action, good trigger. The fit and finish of the work is excellent. It's 5-round capacity, one in the pipe. Plus,
threaded barrel for chokes.
Yeah.
Like everything. It's set up.
Yep. Sights on it, adjustable sights, a 6-shell caddy, Cerakoted, some kind of green with a black Magpul stock. Like, it's really well done.
Yep.
Magpul, your favorite.
Say again?
Magpul, his favorite.
Oh, yes. Magpul is his favorite. Do we remember who won the McClatchy shot? What his name was?
I thought it was Scott.
Was it Scott?
Yep.
Sounds right. So that was cool. They it always gives me a kick every time whenever they do that because I didn't think that story would ever get the traction it got to kind of here's the biggest trophy for the last place winner because McClatchy seems to think that warning shots are a good idea.
So, and this is the best one yet. The McClatchy shot was given away, and McClatchy won the whole thing.
Yeah.
So if that's not a lesson in irony, I don't know what is. And that's not a lesson in irony. So I literally don't know what that means. So it literally wasn't a lesson in irony.
It was Scott Ryder who won it, and he was over the moon that he won it. He thought it was incredible.
Yeah. Tracy Wilson has one, but she lies about it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to admit that she has one.
No, when somebody sees it at her house, she tells them a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew McClatchy's a legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you shoot well, you get this.
We'll go with that. I'm okay with this.
We win.
What else did
Did you
we
win?
win?
Anything
Well,
else?
you won. Well, I got second place in the thing. You got first place in the thing, the plate rack. Adriel, you got first place.
I got a
on
first
the-
and a third and a shotgun.
you got third in shotgun. You got first in.
The rifle helicopter thing.
And
What kind of prizes do you guys win?
Oh, for prizes.
You
I
got a
didn't.
shotgun, Trevor.
I got a shotgun.
Oh, Jewel won a great big chunk of
AR 550
550
steel plate.
Yeah, that almost didn't go home with you, by the way.
The what?
It almost
Kelly
didn't
knows
go.
Except for Kelly.
Yeah,
But I didn't.
you didn't.
Nope.
No, Jewel did not let that out of her sight until it was in the truck. She's like holding on to it. I'm like, dear, that's heavy. I can do it. She's like holding on to it, taking it over to the truck. She weighs like twice as what she normally weighs now. She's holding the stupid thing. But yeah, she is over the moon. I don't think she put her ticket in any other
No,
jar.
I think she piled them all in.
She's like, $20 worth of tickets. Ripped them up, put them in the, I want that steel.
I bought
got it.
$40 worth, and I went between the 2 shotguns and the SFRC 250 certificate. And then I noticed that one of the shotguns was a clone, and I started putting the rest of my tickets in the one that I thought wasn't
That
a
you
clone.
thought wasn't a clone, which ended up being a clone anyway.
Can we talk about the SFRC gift certificate?
Oh, yeah.
Do that.
So, Mr. Uzi, you want to tell it, Kelly?
Sure. So Mr. Uzi was supposed to join us at the charity shoot, but he couldn't. So he wanted to donate a prize. And I got a call on Thursday night at about 8 o'clock at night saying, have you left yet? And I said, well, no, I haven't yet. Why? And it was from Jay Hines. Jay said, when are you leaving? Tomorrow. And I said, well, at about 6 a.m. And he goes, crap. And I asked what was going on. And he said that he explained that Mr. Uzi wasn't coming and that he wanted to donate a prize, an SFRC gift certificate. And I said, well, they're closed now. And I said, well, here, why don't you call Ryan and see if, like, Ryan knows me. So why don't you see if Ryan will sell us a gift certificate after hours, and I'll go and pick it up, and I'll pick it up right now. So that's what happened. Ryan opened up the store and gave us gift certificates. He had to give us 2 of them because he had to split it up. But him and Marcy met me at the store, and they gave us the gift certificates at 9 o'clock at night on the Thursday, and I was able to bring them to the event and we were able to raise money.
So the dude can't make it, and to make up for not making it, he donates $500.
Yep. How awesome is that?
Fairly.
Yeah, fairly awesome. It's all right, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll be seeing him on Sunday. He's in our Ferlacci class this weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sadly, I haven't met him yet.
Trevor,
cool.
you won a GoPro mount.
Oh, they threw it in the crowd, and it hit Chris Anderson. So because it hit him, he thought it was his, but I pushed him and took it.
Yes, that sounds like something you would do.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, it's a GoPro mount for you mount on your rifle, mount the GoPro to it.
Do you have a GoPro?
No,
You
I
do
don't.
not have a
I do
GoPro.
not have, I bet Christopher
See?
does. Though.
Chris
Probably
Anderson
does.
does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all thought it was classy because I gave the money back, and then I pushed a man for a GoPro mount.
Bet you don't have a GoPro for
I
it.
don't have a GoPro.
Yeah. I got a hat, and I got let's see here,
A GoPro mount.
a different GoPro mount. This
Yeah,
one's
much
like
cooler.
offset, so you can use your scope and whatnot. And I got some 7.62 SKS stuff. That's the mag release that lets you like push instead of pull, and that's the thing you put in your SKS so you can chop your Tapco
Mags off.
Which
Cut the bill
I think
off.
I've got one. I think I've got one of those here.
Do you have an SKS?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
I asked him that. I said, do you have an SKS? And he says, of course I do.
Yeah, that's
You can chop
exactly.
it.
This
You can
one's
chop
already
it, yeah.
modified.
It's almost like I've reviewed one of these already before.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cray. Well, that would make it good for
You can fit in your
your
pockets
mag
better, right?
pouches.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think I need one of those.
So I didn't shoot at all, except for Trevor's gun, 10 rounds. And I didn't win anything at all because I was busy ROing a stage. And all I got was a sunburn. Awesome.
Oh, sunburn for Kelly. But you did a good job.
Thanks.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
appreciated you.
You went home with 4 metric tons of moonshine cherries, though.
I did. Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, not 4 metric tons. I think there was only half a bottle left.
Yeah, we didn't go through that many of them, but
We
and
did.
then the boys. So Marty and I on Saturday we drank till 3:30 in the morning. We were the last 2 up, and yeah, after I said I was going to bed, I got downstairs and forgot to that all this time I kept missing them and wasn't able to give them their bottles. So I went back upstairs 3:30 in the morning and handed Marty like 3 or 4 bottles of moonshine to just distribute accordingly.
Cool.
Yeah.
All
Party
right.
was pretty
So
cool.
after that was the end of the charity shoot and
And then pub night again.
pub night again.
But we got to pub night late because we drove out there to that smoked
We went to the smoke on the thing with the hill.
inside.
Oh, well.
And then now turn it upside down.
Hungry Hollow Smokehouse in Georgetown.
Yeah, that's
Mike's the owner. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jewel got a free T-shirt out of that.
Yeah.
she brought her own
did.
pig.
She brought her own pig, and he liked it so much that he's like, "You're getting a T-shirt."
Yeah.
So, her a T-shirt.
And everybody else got really good smoked brisket.
Oh my goodness, it was so good.
It was
It's delicious.
clowns and all.
Clowns
Yep.
and all.
And then when we got to the, it was only Adriel and I went to the pub that night.
Yeah, the rest of us went to bed.
We walk in and there's Tyler
There we did.
drinking his beer straight out of the pitcher. Like, they just serve you pitchers here with no glasses? Adriel's like, "Get me one too." I went to the bar and I ordered us 2 pitchers. And I wasn't done my first one when Tyler was halfway through his second one. Tune in to episode 88 of Canadian Patriot Podcast to hear how that story ends in a bathtub with vomit.
And not there?
No.
The story is
The story is on
It
air.
didn't happen on
Yeah.
air.
The
No,
pictures are probably on his wife's camera.
probably.
So, so that was a good time. We got into a candy war with Tyler and I took on Tracy and Danielle. So that was good. And then hopefully it's going to get settled. But we heard that there's some people that skipped on their tabs, or the server made a mistake. I don't know how that story is going to end, but
Well, it can't end because
We don't know.
we don't know.
yeah,
So, whatever. Hopefully it was just a mistake.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that we forgot to talk about was Friday night, what we did.
What did we do Friday night?
We talked about Friday.
Didn't we record some episodes with
Oh, yeah, we recorded a bonus
Yeah.
episode, which people should have listened to by now if they're Patreons.
Yeah.
It's been released.
who did
So
we
that
have?
was with Dave Cracky.
Yeah,
Random Dave. Random Dave's cool. It was awesome
He
to
is
see
cool.
him again.
it was.
And we also, well, I guess that's about it. We recorded a segment for next week's show. So you guys tune in next week to hear us talk to Rick and Kevin.
Kevin.
Cool.
Yep.
And then Sunday morning we woke up, and I had been saying, okay, so next year the charity shoot is going back to Restigouche, and I thought let's really let's spread it out, and make it 3 days. Let's do a Ferlacci training class on Friday. Let's do the charity shoot on Saturday, which will be 4 stages of steel challenge match, around the silhouette, a rimfire rifle silhouette, trap, and then free for all shooting on the rifle range, out to 200 with tannerite, and free for all shooting handguns on one of the handgun bays adjacent to the rifle range. And then when that's all done, of course, the party at my place, and the next day we'll put on a maple seed. Kelly looks at me in the parking lot on Sunday morning. She goes, "So, you really think we'd be able to pull off a maple seed on a day like today after last?" Nope, you're right. There will be no maple seed next year. The charity shoot will end around the bonfire in my backyard.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, and money-wise, they raised $5,700.
$5,775.
Big chunk of change.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was very awesome.
Yep.
And that's all raised on site. That wasn't a bunch of stuff coming in over the year ahead of time. So
Yep.
that's fantastic.
Mhm.
I don't have any illusions that we'll raise that much next year, because we're just probably, I don't think we'll draw the people. But
Well, we're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
We're out in Restigouche.
we'll do our best.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun shoot. Money will be raised,
Yep.
but I don't know if we can raise that much.
We already got sponsors on board.
There
Awesome.
you go.
Well, maybe we will.
Yeah, you never
Yeah.
know.
So listeners, keep those Patreon pledges coming in so that we can get Adriel back out there and have the 4 of us together again.
And Kelly.
Uh-huh.
Kelly will drive herself.
Oh, well,
Adriel
Kelly
needs to
will-
fly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get to drive. Thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome.
You're welcome. No problem.
The good
What
news
if I
is
fly to your place
And then
you
drive-
can drive me too?
Yeah.
Hey.
And we're
All
actually
right.
yeah, and Stacy's gonna carpool with us
that
too.
was
So
abundance.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Huh.
As soon as you leave Ontario,
Oh.
you can fly. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, we'll look at it. But yeah,
All right.
yeah, we'll get Adriel out there
I
again.
can help with singing 99 Balls of Beer on the Wall.
no,
I'm good at that. Yeah.
no,
Let's
Well,
move
thank
on.
you for
That helps.
listening this week. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Before Adriel sings.
no.
We've got a pub night to get to of our own here. We're having a
Yes, we
Slam
did.
Fire Radio
No,
CCFR
I
pub
don't.
night in Edmonton.
So let's.
Any questions? Hold on.
Oh,
No, nothing
Why are we
yet.
stopping?
no. Okay, go ahead. Just stop for questions.
Yeah. Any questions or comments so far, Kelly?
No, Justin Dury said, "Just landed. What have I missed?" A lot of
Nothing.
A lot of talk
Nothing,
about
Justin.
Slam
food.
Fire, man.
That's
We
Yeah.
talked about a lot of food. Yeah,
Food and travel. We went to the range today too.
we did go to the range today. Yeah, out to Chaz.
Shot
That's
some
good.
pistol.
Shot some pistol. Shot some rifle. Shot some 22.
that's good.
I should oil that rifle.
You probably should now. Now that you shot it. That
Yeah.
thing is.
All right. No other comments?
All right.
All right. What's next?
So upcoming events. There's a lot of them. So let's do
So-
news. No more news. Cool. Listener feedback then.
All right. Cool.
So it looks like well, these two clowns can't see the screen from where they are. 'Cause
Go for it.
Yeah. So from Charlie, first, let me say what a great job you're doing with the podcast. I love the Canadian content and viewpoints.
One of those blue sheets there.
Yeah, one of the blue sheets there. Trev, do you get one of those? Yeah, it's part of the show. Because it's.
You can make this interruption as long as
Yeah,
you want.
keep going. I was making fun of him, not you. You were doing great. You were being quiet. He's like, I need some blue towels because I'm oiling my gun.
I'm not gonna let him get.
Make a balance on the ball
I'm
spot.
not gonna let him get in trouble alone.
Hey, that's what you get when you write into Slamfire Radio. We butcher your emails.
Mm-hmm.
So Charlie continues on saying, I'm known as the Canadian Collector on Facebook, and between your podcast and Rob Giltaka's YouTube videos, I've got the bug. I started casting lead this month. I do our pal next week, and I'm hoping to start firearm shopping and reloading this fall. I don't have any shooting buddies in Alberta. Actually, except the occasional trip to Wild West, I don't get to shoot much. So could you send me any links? Didn't we do this one last week?
Oh, I don't know. Did we?
Very familiar.
Yep.
Yeah, very familiar, because we suggested maybe
Moving on to James B.
Maybe
Yeah.
he meet up with Adriel was
Yep.
our suggestion.
Or
So,
he could have come out to the range with us this week.
yeah, he could have.
Hey, Adriel, why doesn't he meet up with you?
Yeah, we should do that.
All the same things we
All
said.
right.
Yeah, the same thing we said last week. All right, from James B. Wait, why am I writing? Tabernouche. That's basically all he said, because we never read his emails
You just
because
censored that.
we censor. Yeah, I did censor that. That's like saying frig instead of the other one. So anyway, don't have to bleep that because it wasn't
That's
actually a
messed up.
swear.
Nope.
Good, gentlemen?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
From Justin D. I'm wondering if Kelly can give a reason or two for shooting 2 rounds before reloading and then another 8 rounds. Is there something that this helps with? I may have missed it, but you made a time and place for the fan meetup. Oh, but have you made a time and place for the fan meetup in Edmonton? Edmonton, yeah. I sort of cut the S out of
Yeah.
it. Edmonton before the course.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
in
we
2
did.
hours.
It's in 2 hours, Justin. If you're listening to this live, you can probably make it. If you're listening to this next week when you download it, it's too late. So, Kelly, why the 2 and then the 8?
Okay, so the 2 and the 8 is because of the fact that on the course of fire or the string of fire, you're going to shoot 2 into the first target, do a mag change, shoot another. It depends what it is. Like in the seated position, you're going to shoot another 3 into the first target and then transition over to the last target. The reason is because we want to make it a little harder for you, give you a little bit more stress, so the time on top of the mag change, because instead of shooting 5 into one target, do a mag change and then another 5. We're giving you the 2, reacquire your MPOA, and then shoot another 3 into that target, do an MPOA shift. And
Do you think that is a lot to ask of a new shooter who's trying to learn position and fundamentals to then have them concentrate on round counts and time as well?
But can I interject? Do you
Sure.
teach that as the first thing you do in the course? That's the
Nope.
last thing, right? So
Yeah.
this is a build on to previous thing. So Trevor's only
Yeah.
seen it as everything put together at once because only got time for this.
Yeah, with
But
some
you
chick
haven't-
from Michigan yelling at me.
Yeah. She yells.
She does.
And
Bossy
fast.
little
I
thing.
didn't yell at you.
You're not from Michigan, are you?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying I didn't yell at you.
No, but
And
you're
I
not
didn't
from-
say you did.
He said the Michigan girl yelled at him. That would be Stacy.
No, but you're right. We start you off with basic prone position, and then we teach you, we layer it. And then we even let you practice it, dry firing, and then we give you live fire, and then we tell you the time limit, but we actually allow you to continue firing so that you get used to it, and then you actually, yeah. So it's like building it.
So basically, we've been taking the exam every time we've gone out.
I've been challenging the test.
You've been
and
challenging last time. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Cool. Good question. Good.
Yeah, no, he asked what we're doing. We're just actually we're giving you a little bit more challenge.
Cool.
Yep.
Good. All right. From Mark T. Hi, gang. Especially Kelly. So lucky you,
Hi,
Kelly.
Mark.
That's-
I've met
that's
Mark.
you. Just heard you reading my review of Slamfire Radio, and I am accepting your invitation to explain my user RD. While Gunshot Residue was an excellent guess, the correct answer is actually German Shepherd Dog. Sadly, no relation to shooting, and I don't even know why I chose it. I guess I just choked when it came time to fill it in.
Because German Shepherds are awesome.
They are.
I have always had shepherds as pets and admire the breed greatly.
Mhm.
Kelly, thank you for the description you gave a while back about the Bancroft Maple Seed event. My daughter Fiona really took your shooting advice to heart, and each time we go to the range, she talks about that experience and how much she wants to do another event.
Yeah.
I put on the episode for her to hear, and when she heard you talking about her, she was so excited. It was adorable. Thank you again for that day. I was going to take issue with you saying that she was even more accurate than I was, but then I realized what you said was true.
She is adorable. She's 10 years old. Such a cutie. Yep.
Yeah, it's great
And-
seeing kids getting involved in shooting and having a good time at it and being successful. I love that.
Yep. So Mark's an excellent shooter as well, but he brought both of his girls, so it was awesome to see. Hi, Fiona.
Nice. Hi, Fiona.
Hey, Fiona.
Hey, Fiona.
All right, from Patrick G. Good evening, gang. I hope you had a good time at the charity shoot. Unfortunately, it was impossible for me to attend because I'm currently I currently reside in the Northwest Territories. What, like that's a long drive or
Still
something?
got planes and stuff?
You don't have planes in the Northwest Territories?
How else are you going to get out of there?
Come on. I really enjoyed the episode on the rimfire rifles. It encouraged me to buy a Tactical Solutions X-Ring, and I'm looking forward to shooting as soon as it arrives and attending a Maple Seed event once they come north of 60. So how long will that be, Kelly?
Maybe even next summer.
Really?
We're looking at it. Of course, we all want to go to Northwest Territories, but
That's hilarious. It says, I know it won't be this year, but hopefully next summer. The territories need some love too.
we're not going in the winter.
No.
We'll go during mosquito season.
Yeah. Not polar bear season.
Sadly, this evening when I was at the range training for a future Maple Seed event, I had an equipment failure. Surprisingly, it was not my factory stock 1022, but my brand new Nikon scope.
Oh.
The reticle on my P22 now shifts with every single trigger press, making it impossible to shoot accurately. Well, you could take that off and use the sights.
Yeah.
Or stop flinching.
Or stop. Yeah, you're probably flinching.
It's a flinch.
It's probably a flinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably your own fault. there,
Interesting.
Patrick.
I've got the P22. A couple of years old.
So what's up with the scope?
The
Needs to
reticle
go
broke.
back to the company.
Oh, I know, but
The massive recoil of the 1022
Not the
is
reticle.
what knocked it right out. I guess they make 22s bigger up in the Northwest Territories. Guess I should not have cheaped out and bought a Vortex. Hopefully Nikon has a good warranty service. This has reinforced for me the lesson that you have already shared on testing your equipment.
Yep.
Keep up the great work, and I look forward to future episodes of the best Canadian podcast. As always, 2 thumbs up from Patrick G.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks,
Patrick.
Patrick.
Thank you for acknowledging us as the best Canadian
The
gun
best,
podcast.
yes.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
We don't often say it ourselves because we don't have to. All right. Well, if you'd like to send us an email, you can by sending it to slamfireradio@gmail.com. And now,
We're gonna get mail, you know.
I hope so. I like mail. Mail is good. So we got 2 reviews this week that are in the iTunes section. Trevor, do you want to read the second one here?
No.
No, didn't think so. All right. It's entitled 24/7, and the review is
They make me laugh.
They Make Me Laugh.
24/7.
Very concise. Yeah,
Yes.
they make me laugh 24/7, apparently.
Look,
5 stars.
Hey,
it's
probably a
5.
disease
We'll
of some
take
sort,
we'll
but-
take the 5 stars. The author is 247204.
Yeah.
The author. So, all right.
204 Ruger, 24/7.
Yep.
204 Ruger guy.
I guess.
Must be a
all right.
marmoter.
How about the not iTunes review? That's an iTunes review.
All right. So Mike H sent in an iTunes review, but he didn't send it through iTunes. He sent it another way, but
Through Facebook.
here it is. Okay, you buttholes, he says.
We're off to a good start.
All words and true feelings crushed by snowflakes. Since I've listened to you dirtbags since back in the CRR days, I hate change unless it's guns or bullets. I figured I owed you something, so it's $4.54 because you hurt my head like my 2.5-inch Alaskan crushes my hands and blows the muffs off my aching head. This guy has a way with words.
Yeah, he does.
When you quit CRR, you dropped the smart guy with the radio voice and professionalism and kept the 2 Delbert Dumberts.
Point of order.
Dumb
Yep.
butts.
We were fired.
We were fired. Then you added a prepper dude. Then he got smart and bailed, and you added Snowflake.
That's you.
That's the
Aw.
smell.
All right, Snowflake. Yeah.
Finally, you pulled your heads out of your butts and added a smart, pretty lady shooter to pretend you actually had content.
Aw, that's nice.
Even when you're talking Canadian politics, I can't stop listening to you freaks of nature. The fact that I can't stop listening to your show makes me ill, and yet, like a heroin-addicted hooker, I look forward to my next Slamfire fix. Trevor complains because it's 213, and yet you say, when I went to university, or go to a friend's house instead, and whoever she is, she sounds really hot. That's my wife.
And she is, dude. She really
hot.
is.
Yeah, it's true. Sure, just skip words, you lazy Canadians, and guess. And I guess starting in August, I'll keep reluctantly paying. And thanks. I work a crap job that makes me hate life, and the smiles your show puts on my face makes the people I work with run for cover. That's probably the best review we've ever
It's definitely
read.
the best. Yeah, I'm
Definitely
now
the most colorful.
This is his way of saying I'm now a Patreon.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
The rest of you just sent money.
Yeah.
Shame.
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 All you did was send money. Well, if you can find it in your heart to leave us a review, you can go ahead and do that on iTunes if you want, or you can do it like that guy and just send it to us as a message. But make sure you say that this is a review and write it like a review. Otherwise, it's just going to be an email to us.
Right.
So
Yeah.
thank you to Mike for sending that in.
So we have
Well,
some
shout-outs.
feedback. Before
Huh?
we get there, we have
Alright.
some feedback. So from the YouTubers, Stacy says Adriel Adriel kept up and he's never shot it before. Just saying. So she's talking about the Google C.
For radio, for not radio.
And Jason Philp wants to know when I'm going to get a matching haircut, and that never.
Come on, guys.
Really?
Look at this. This is
I can do
great.
it.
No.
I'm going bald. You got to grow a beard too, though. Although I don't know if I have much of an excuse for a beard, but
You washed most of it
I
off.
did
this morning.
wash. It was an accident. I didn't mean to scrub so hard.
What else you got, Kelly?
That's it.
All right.
All right. So shout outs,
Everyone. But then in particular to Gavin. Gavin showed up with a special treat for some of us to shoot at the day one of the Ragnarok, and then the charity shoot. He had some other people shoot it, and it's a 458
something.
something.
Chester Magnum, I think.
I don't know, and it's definitely like an elephant gun.
Big. Is it a Ruger number 1 rifle?
Yeah.
So the falling block.
Yeah.
Action.
So
and,
he walks up with this round in his hand, right? And immediately I'm thinking, oh, he knows about my cartridge collection. And he's giving this to me. I'm like, dude, is that for my cartridge collection? And he's like,
what cartridge collection?
I guess so. So I pocketed it. And then he still let me shoot one. So it's not like you can buy this ammo either. You gotta reload for it and stuff. So thank you, Gavin. That was an awesome treat.
It was a heck of a gun to shoot. I enjoyed shooting it. Did you both got to shoot it as well?
I
did. Yeah.
You didn't.
You didn't.
But it was cool to watch Bolivar shot it off the platform, and of course the platform moved and his foot come up and he almost fell over. That's my shout out.
Yep.
Cool. Adriel?
I got shoutouts for Trevor for taking a bunch of gear and ammo and all that kind of stuff out for me, so I didn't have to take literally I packed a carry-on bag, and that's all I took to Ontario for like an entire charity shoot where I needed to shoot like AR, pistol, shotgun, 22, all this stuff. I took a carry-on bag.
Perfect.
Kelly for letting me borrow your 22 stuff. You and Rick and Kevin for the impromptu drunken maple seed lesson the night before helped a lot.
Yeah,
and everyone was just awesome. Everyone was really supportive, and
Adriel snores.
Adriel
I do snore if I
and
know if I
so
have a couple
does
of beers.
Trevor.
Not like that. It's like a wildebeest with a sinus infection. It's awful.
Oh yeah, Trevor let me crash in his.
Well, we
hotel
shared a
room
room
too. Yeah, so yeah.
Kelly.
I have a few as well. So Stacy for running the stage with me. It was awesome. Jay Hines, I got something in the mail today and it was amazing. He negotiated and Kevin won the Valkyrie Defense gift certificate, and Jay, somebody else won the other one, and Jay talked to him and said, hey, I know somebody who would like it. So I got that in the mail today. So I just wanted to say thank you to Jay Hines. That was awesome. Cool. I have a couple others. So to Mike at Hungry Hollow Smokehouse, thanks for letting us take part in your restaurant because it was amazing, but also I didn't want to hear Trevor complain anymore. Trevor, I wanted to say thank you for all the Wonder Woman goodies because it's awesome. They were amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome a year late.
And so my gift to you is this evening when you go to the pub night, Yolanda's going to be there and she's going to have something for you.
All right.
Everyone doesn't know what to think about that.
We'll report back later and let you know what it was.
Whew, it's warm in here. Wow.
Pickles. Remember, pickles.
Pickles.
I need an adult.
Yeah. So that's it.
Cool. I have a shout out to both Chris Anderson for once again stepping up and sending out the awesome trophies, and to Mike Kisson for breaking your gun case.
Oh, that's right. You stomped on it.
Sorry about that. That's my bad.
Really?
Let me know if I can fix that for you, because accident.
Ooh.
I was during the carbine.
No, he
shoot.
curb stomped it.
Yeah, I was like, I hate
you,
this. Bang. No, during the carbine course, I went over to pick up my gun and I stumbled backwards and stepped on his case and broke one of the latches. So, my bad. Sorry, everybody. Mike
changed my opinion about Ruger GP100 triggers. Damn, that gun is so smooth.
That was a very nice shooting.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I thought my 686 was all that in a bag of chips because it's got a spring kit in it and stuff.
Well, that's all that, a bag of chips and a Dr. Pepper.
That's what it is.
It's
the full meal deal.
It's the full meal deal.
And apparently he shoots it quite well.
He does. He won one of the stages, did he not?
He won something, yep.
Yep. And he also he did.
And Benny won something.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a lot of good shooters who are friends.
Yeah, we do. And we also had Mike Hisson also had probably the best picture of the whole entire shoot.
Okay.
Just saying, if you check it out, you'll see. Rick asked him to do a sexy pose, and he was doing it on the helicopter stage.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That was amazing.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen it. Oh no, the one where he's laying down. Yeah, gross. I saw it.
Gross.
That was it. Yeah, it's a great picture.
What else?
And
Right,
Rick for taking such great pictures.
Huh?
Oh yeah, shout out to Rick for the great pictures.
Rick is amazing with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's very good. All right, so Patreon supporters, we have a new one, Jeff B for $3.57, and we owe him a T-shirt because Trevor said the next person who
no, I said the 69th, and we actually because we had lost.
Yeah,
we were at 68. We went down to 67.
Jeff B was at the pub.
What?
Yeah, I had a long conversation with him. Great guy. He's looking at getting into more like.
Was it Jeff B RO from the plate rack?
No, it was the guy I was sitting with at the bar.
Oh yeah, he was a long time listener.
Yeah,
we met him in the parking lot.
Yeah,
okay. Awesome. I owe you a T-shirt. Now remember,
you didn't say a Slamfire T-shirt.
Didn't say what kind of T-shirt,
Just
Jeff.
A T-shirt. You're getting a T-shirt. It's $5 from Walmart.
Yeah, well,
might
it's
have an
something.
oil stain on it. Don't know.
It might be the Team Gallon shirt. Who knows?
Ooh, I wouldn't touch that. Well, I would with a flamethrower. But
all right.
So that's it. We're done.
Good night.
Good night. So please join one of our national firearms associations because it's good to do that. Go out and shoot some guns because that's fun. Check us out on Gun Owners of Canada. Like us on Facebook if you haven't already. And
say the number. That's a good number.
1,715.
That's a lot of likes.
That's a lot of likes.
It's more likes than most podcasts.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of likes. It's great. We like the likes. We should like the likes.
I like the likes.
I like the likes. You like the likes?
I comment on them usually.
You comment on
I
the
turned
likes.
around and liked a bunch of other podcasts because I thought I already hadn't. So I was like, ooh, bad.
Better reciprocate the
Yeah,
liking.
exactly.
You got to reciprocate the likes.
Yeah, like I won't invite you to my birthday party if you don't invite me to your birthday.
Right.
Same politics.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Are we 12
like to be
again?
liked.
You got to like to be liked.
Yep.
So do you like?
I said, are we 12 again?
Oh, we are 12. I act like
Well, it's not like I unfriended you. You wouldn't take my side in a Facebook argument.
That's been known.
All right, and on that note, gentlemen, ladies, and everybody else, thank you for tuning in to episode 200 and whatever this is.
14.
14.
Please drink beer and eat wings for me. That's from
Okay.
Jason Phelps.
We'll do that. Definitely we'll do that. All right.
And do that
later
for me
all.
too.
Okay.
Bye.